Very much like today, I say it just and I'm simply act of true love and full of
Oh, and you're your best friend.
First time in forever. I'm so glad you came along forever. Else is divine
Would you say the word later? Yes.
Let's just call it right.
Cause for the first time forever.
For my sister's magic night. To see what I can do to test the limits and break. No rules for me. I'm free. Let it go. I want to know that's why. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, I see it now. Cold will never bother me anymore.
I finally do what frozen things do in summer.
Da 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 da.
The hot and the cold are both so intense. Put them together, it just makes sense. Winter's a good time to stay and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a
Happy snowman?
exactly.
When life gets rough, I like to hold on to my dream of relaxing in the summer sun.
Just let off steam. On the sky will be blue. And
You guys will be there too.
when I finally do what frozen things do in summer.
The hot and the cold are both so intense. Put them together.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Last minute outfit change. I saw Kat had her debating Disney 3/4 sleeve baseball style shirt on. And I was like, you know what? While for an hour after plays, I'm going to do a quick little wardrobe change. So here we are matching first show back in a while.
Twinsies. I love it. So, how did you get such a long video of Olaf scene there? Did you stop?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Right?
What
I
are
was
the
loving
odds?
it. I
That
know.
was such a fun way to start the show, Danny. Good idea.
Thanks.
Particularly.
And Justin, what were you
Huh?
gonna say?
Well, just particularly because most of the country is under like a foot of snow or more.
I know we got a ton of snow over here, so yes, very, very fitting.
We got nothing. We got nothing.
No.
No, we got a snowflake on the app and we get all excited and all the kids wear their pajamas inside out, sleep with little spoons under their pillows and rain. That's it.
Unbelievable. So I see a whole bunch of people on. Let me get our little banner off the bottom. I'm going to say hi to a whole bunch of people. I see we have scrolling way back up. I see Barry is here and Susanna. Susanna is a recent prize winner, Kat. Not sure if you saw.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yeah,
What
we
did
just
you
announced
win?
some. I think it was a Dad's Guide pin. I
Ooh,
believe
fun.
that's what it was. I see Randy's here and Penny, Chris. Hey, Chris. Kevin, Dolores is here. It wouldn't be a Debating Disney show without Dolores. Kat, who do you see?
Okay, I see so many friends. I see Brian and Mary, and hey, Patrick from the left coast. He definitely doesn't have any snow going on. Jamie Core, who it was the winner of the agent prep course from your big debut for Dad's Guide.
Right.
So, hey, Jamie's
Congrats,
here.
Jamie.
Oh, I see my husband. Hey, honey, Craig is here.
Hey, Craig.
Who else you got?
I see Beth and Meredith. By the way, guys, how cool is this little layout that shows the comments right there? I love that little design. And Melissa and Christina is here. Nancy. Chris, that is awesome. I miss the dessert parties. I miss the early morning magic, Disney after hours, all of those special things I miss so much.
So Chris Boyer actually sold me on that dessert party because we were comparing dessert parties, and I believe that one, Chris, was the one that also included some alcoholic beverages. That was it was either the Magic Kingdom one or the frozen dessert party, and he's kind of like tipped the scales. He's like, "Well, you know what they offer over there."
That is so good. And I see Valerie's here. I've been seeing a lot of Valerie. Thank you so much for all of the support as of late, especially. And Becky's here. Jen, Jessica, this is awesome. Oh, and I also see Grandma Rose is here. Hey, Graham.
I see your beautiful wife too.
Where is she?
Scroll down, 808, if you're looking at the times.
You guys are on fire with the comments. And since we have some names on here that I think are already first timers, I think that I can tell for at least some names that look pretty new to me, which is so exciting. Let us know if you guys are here for the first time so we can give you a nice big Debating Disney welcome. Give us like a wave emoji or anything like that in the comments so we can say hello to you. And another idea, since we might have, I'm thinking, some new names, let's do a little roll call, guys. Tell us where you're from. I saw some of you were already doing that when we were talking about the snow while Frozen was playing, but tell us where you're from because we always love to know a little bit more about you guys. I am from Long Island, New York, by the way.
So am I, ironically. I just don't live there anymore.
Randy's countdown is down to 114 days. That is so exciting, Randy.
There's my countdown. 46 days. I know.
I can point to the right side when it's in the same room with me. There it is.
There it is. 7 days. And then I'm jealous now of you. And then when you're back and you see my countdown, you'll be jealous.
I know.
You know what? We were just talking about where we're from. Our story is pretty funny because we're both from Long Island, but we didn't meet each other until we went to California. We actually met each other in California. How funny is that?
It's unbelievable. I love it. This is awesome. Casey saying 40. Oops. Deborah saying 50. I clicked out of order. Casey saying 44. Chris Boyer 234.
Paul Soul's tuning in from Hollywood Studios. Hey, Soul family. I hope you guys are having a great time.
Thanks for watching. That is so awesome. I see we do have a first timer here. Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank
John
you for
Schatzel
hanging
leaving
out with us.
Wednesday. Amazing. So jealous.
John, we are going to be overlapping. If you happen to see me or if I happen to see you, I would love to say hello if any of you guys are ever there while we are. We love to say hi to you guys.
Hey, I see Amy Huffmaster's going in 41 days, so she may overlap with my trip.
Ooh.
I know I'm overlapping with Casey, and I don't know if Brianna Moore is here, but she'll be down at that time. We're hoping to get Shannon Bonador, who is the owner of Destinations to Travel, our travel partner, our show sponsor. We're hoping for her to come down at the end of March with us, too. Where are you staying, Dan?
I am staying. So funny you should ask. This is one of the things that I wanted to chat with you guys all about, because I am for the first time not only doing a split stay, which has been done before, which I have done before. I am staying at 3 different resorts across the trip.
A triple stay.
I know. So I check in on Friday, not tomorrow, Friday, I wish. On next Friday at the Riviera for one night. It ended up being like an additional extra night on the trip, whole story. So we have one night at the Riviera. Then we have, I believe, 3 nights or 4 nights at Caribbean Beach. And then we wrap up with 3 or 4. I forget if it's 4 Caribbean Beach, 3 Animal Kingdom Lodge, or vice versa. But we end up finishing the trip at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, staying in Kidani Village.
Oh, close to your bread service.
You know how much I love the bread service. So I wanted to ask you guys, and Kat, of course, you can be included. That would just be
thank you.
Which of the 3 resorts would you guys want to see the most amount of content from while I'm there, and then even after I come back? Because it's such an interesting question that I always wonder, like before we go on trips, I'm always thinking, what is everyone going to want to see? Because I'm going to want to show everything, but what am I going to pick and choose are going to be the most important things to show everyone? So which resort would it be? Would it be Riviera, Caribbean Beach, or Animal Kingdom Lodge?
For me, because I have recently stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge and I have visited the Riviera quite a bit since it opened, I would say the Caribbean Beach Resort.
I had a feeling that you were going to say that because I feel like there's a lot of Riviera. And I've done a lot of Riviera even too, just from visiting. I've never stayed there, but I love it.
I feel like I know it inside.
An Animal Kingdom Lodge I've stayed at, been there a million times because you know how I'm obsessed with the food there.
Yes.
So I think Caribbean Beach would be because I haven't stayed there in years.
Well, and it's so different even from like a year ago. You know, there's new restaurants, there's a whole new area to check in. You've got the Skyliner there. They've got their own little Joffrey stand there, which you will love, right outside the Skyliner station.
Okay, so little fun fact, side story. When we found out which building we were staying in at Caribbean Beach, which we booked, by the way, through Destinations to Travel, of course, our amazing show sponsor, we found out that our building was a little bit further than we wanted it to be from the main lobby. We wanted to be close to the lobby because we wanted to check out Banana Cabana that's over there and just see a lot of the new lobby area, dining options, and all of that. But we then realized how close our building is to the Joffrey stand that is essentially for the Skyliner, and we were so excited. So it went from, oh, really? We're over there to, oh, wait a minute, we're over there. This is unbelievable. So we are so excited. You can bet I will be having 10 billion Joffrey's pink frosted donuts across the entire time.
You know what's great about the Caribbean Beach? It's so big, but there's an area of the Caribbean Beach that you could actually walk to the Riviera station. the Skyliner Riviera station. So just because, you might not get located near that main Skyliner station, there's a very good possibility you could be within easy walking distance anyway, to the Riviera station. And you could walk back and forth to the resorts if you want the dining options over there, or you just want to hang out. There's so much incredible artwork to see at the Riviera. If you're staying at the Caribbean beach, you'd really be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't at least walk over to the Riviera and check it out.
Yeah, I think you are 100% right. And by the way, my travel agent for this trip is in the house. She just so happens to double.
Hey, there she is. Hey, Chris.
There is a comment that I want to pop up. It's from Adriana. So first of all, hi, Adriana.
Hi, Adriana.
Adriana says, I need help convincing my husband to stay anywhere other than Beach Club. I can try to help with that because Kat knows, you guys might know, I am obsessed with the Beach Club. That is like my go-to second home of any Walt Disney World Resort hotel. I live and breathe Beach Club. So even for someone like me who is so set on the Beach Club, I love other resorts too, because it makes your trip feel so different. So it really does give that different element. And I'm also obsessed with the Epcot resort area. So I love that vibe. But the Riviera, to me, feels like the next best. And I'll report back while I'm there. I will take these words back if I disagree. But I, as of right now, believe that if you're a Beach Club person, the Riviera is almost like the next best type of resort that you might like if you enjoy the Beach Club.
I think all the Epcot area resorts fit that bill too. The Yacht Club and Boardwalk are kind of that same vibe. What I love about even the moderate and deluxe is when you get back to the resort, you feel like it's two separate vacations. There's not like that Disney in your face vibe that you get at the value resorts, which is great for, people who want to be stuck in that all the time. But, when you've had your fill of, Disney and that theme park feel, you head back to your resort. And I think Disney does a fabulous job of making it seem like two separate entities, but cohesive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I totally agree. Casey points out something. Little tip for Adriana. Casey says, Adriana, you need to tell him you need to switch for research as a travel agent.
That's good thinking, Case.
Is amazing thinking, which brings me to my next topic that I wanted to bring up for us to chat about, which has to do with Disney-focused travel agents. So some of you guys might have seen earlier today, if you follow Dad's Guide to WDW, which I am still over the moon, bouncing off the walls with excitement, that I am now the Chief Magic Officer over at Dad's Guide, and I am beyond loving every single second, having a blast. We have a lot of fun things in store. Like, I am not even kidding. It is so much fun. I just cannot wait for you to see everything. So we have a lot in the works. But on Dad's Guide earlier today, a great friend of mine who might be sitting right over there.
You're going to watch me squirm now. Oh my goodness.
You hate when I do this.
Mm-hmm.
She created something called the Plussing It membership, which is, Kat, do you want to quickly explain what Plussing It is? I know that you would rather me say it than you have to boast about what you do, but I'll let you handle that one.
So the Plussing It membership was created exclusively for travel agents who specialize in Disney destinations. And basically what it does is it teaches marketing, business building, relationship building, so that you are creating a broader reach, a larger client base in such an authentic way, just by being yourself and being conversational and really connecting with your audience so that they get to know and like and trust you. We have an incredible time. There's an incredible group of people in there. And probably what I think is the most valuable is the community, but the agents inside might disagree and say that it's the content, because I provide images and customizable copy for basically every day of the month for agents to use on their social media channels. That's one of the biggest challenges for a lot of agents is getting that social media engagement. So in addition to that being provided for you, I also teach you how to do it yourself. So you don't always have to rely on somebody's help, namely me, doing it for you. You learn how to build your business on your own and just, just take this dream and run with it. I was a struggling travel agent years ago, and there was really nothing out there to help guide me. But I did have an advertising and marketing background. And so I kind of just meshed the two things and thought, hey, maybe some other people might enjoy that too. And so here we are. It's doing really well. We're in like our 18th month of plussing it. It's doing great.
And by here we are, here's exactly where we are, because earlier today on that post that I shared on the Dad's Guide Facebook page and also over on Instagram, but the Facebook post was exceptionally unbelievable because I thought it's a very valid thing to share because we have a lot of Disney-focused travel agents who are following Dad's Guide. And I was like, this is a very great tool that I'd like to share with others. So here we go. This is what Kat did. Boom. And so many people were jumping into the comments saying how incredible it is with the nicest things to say. And it was just so amazing to watch unfold. So Kat, I am going with all of this to say, how would you like to respond to all of these incredible comments that you received earlier today?
Well, Danny, my dream would not be complete without you in it. That's what I have to say to everyone that's a member of Plussing It, regardless that it happens to be our movie quote this month.
Yeah, so that perfectly segued right in. If you did pick up on that movie quote that Kat mentioned, Kat, can you say it again if you don't mind?
My dream wouldn't be complete without you in it. And I sincerely mean that to all my members, but that is the movie quote.
I love that quote. So if you know what Disney movie that is from, let us know in the comments and you could win one of our awesome Debating Disney stickers, which are looking very different from one computer.
They really are. Mine is close to what it actually looks like.
Mine
right?
is not. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
There we go. Anyway, it's this.
Little city. Yeah, so you could win one of those awesome stickers. I see a whole bunch of great guesses that look. Let's see.
There's two movies people are a little torn about here.
Wow.
Was it said in two movies?
Not
that would be a first.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine that?
That would be nuts. Thank you, Michelle, for picking up on that. I greatly appreciate it. Shannon is here. Hey, Shannon.
Hey.
This is who Kat was mentioning before as the owner of Destinations to Travel, our unbelievable show sponsor. And I love that Shannon loves that quote. That is
perfect.
Great. So we have, while more votes come in, we have a debate to do, don't we?
We do. I just have to say I'm so thankful for the hot lights because when you're talking about me like that, I just go totally. I am so Irish. I'm like, I don't know if I did like a DNA test. There's probably some Scot or something in me, but my family has told me since I've been born that I'm 100% Irish, and I flush when I get embarrassed. So I'm so glad that I don't think it's getting picked up because these lights are so bright.
Nope, I think that you are completely set. So before we get into the debate, I totally forgot that I wanted us to do a couple of giveaways. So,
okay.
There are 2 items in this bag. Before I unveil one of them, we'll start with one. We'll do the second one later on in the show. Would anyone like to guess the item that I am going to pull out of this bag? And Kat cannot guess because she knows what both of them are. So let me know what you think might be in here. Is it a Vinylmation? Is it a car bumper sticker? is it? I'm kind of dating myself with Vinylmation, aren't I?
Or a car bumper sticker.
Oh, I see a bunch of people saying pins.
I think it's hilarious that you just said, I'm dating myself. He's 25. He's dating himself. Come on.
But you know what happens later this month?
Yes, I know. Finally, he becomes 26, closer to 30.
All right. So most of you are right because the item is, well, we got a good grip on it. It is a Dad's Guide pin, which is not picking up well. Let me try to get this all nice. There we go. That actually kind of
good.
Out, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So,
I should have worn it.
Look at that. So that would have been a great idea. What should everyone comment in order to win a Dad's Guide pin? Should it be a push pin emoji? Or a castle?
Pushpin, castle. Yeah. Castle.
Okay.
I think that's easier to find than the pushpin. Or I guess we're really pretty easy. If you put a pushpin, we'll know that.
Yeah, that'll work too. So thanks, Helen. That makes me so happy. They're so
nice.
Thanks. I was so nitpicky being a pin person and also the person that actually got to make the logo. So I was like so obsessed with trying to make sure that everything was done right, going back and forth with the company that printed the pins. They were trying to do things that I didn't want. It was a whole situation. So Are
they going on the disc?
You know, it's possible that they could have been. I mean, it did turn out to be good. Like I'm happy with the end result, but they were a tough people. Good at that. I get very
moving on.
About the pin. Yes. So Pat also has a great item over there.
Me, I do. What should I do first? Both really good. All right, I'm gonna do. What?
Wait, were you gonna do one item in one hand, one item in the other hand, like off screen, and then people say like right or left?
Yes, that's what I was going to do. You read my mind.
Okay, 'cause I saw you do two hands, and I was like, she's gonna do a guessing game. This is so great.
Yes, I am that creative on the spot. Okay, left hand or right hand?
I'm gonna vote with I'm gonna go right hand.
Okay, everybody, left or right? You can just put an L or an R.
Let's see. While we wait I'll pin some of the comments up on here. Thank you, Edward, by the way. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. Once we have a couple of, I see right, left, right.
Ooh, left just took it by storm.
Left. These comments came in. We have to do this every time. This is incredible.
We're going straight to the top.
I think left is winning.
Left it is. These adorable, I don't know if, there we go. You can tell they're cute little pink mini ears. Look how cute.
I'm saying hi to Melissa, by the way, who is a co-worker of mine, and she's.
I was wondering why you were freaking out. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? That was my left hand.
Melissa is unbelievable.
Look how cute. I love you, Melissa, but let's talk about the ears. Look at how cute these are. They're like a beautiful pale pink, perfect for Valentine's Day. And all right, you always put me on the spot with the emoji selection. So what do you say?
I'm going to say the pink bow emoji.
Oh, that's a cute one. Look at you. You had that in your holster, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. So pink bow emoji if you want to win these. And these are actually compliments of our show sponsor, Destinations to Travel. So thank you, Shannon.
And how perfect. Pink, Valentine's Day coming up. I mean, couldn't be better. Wow, everyone is loving these ears.
They're so pretty. It's such a pretty shade of pink.
They're great.
I actually have a pair myself, too. I should have worn them.
Huh. Next time.
Next time.
That I am so blown away by that whole right and left thing. That was one of the coolest. I have never seen comments on any of our live streams, at least, come in that fast. They were, I mean, we have a different view than you guys do, but they were jumping by
Yes.
like chunks. It was unbelievable.
Because it's so easy to comment one letter, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go through and find an emoji. I mean, that having to do that is a little bit challenging sometimes.
Yes, it is.
I feel you guys.
So after we got those giveaways now done out of the way, we do have 2 more coming up later on, though, guys. So
yes, we do.
50% done, 50% still to come. And now it is time for us to finally get into our debate.
Right.
And I am so excited to talk about these 2 places because I would be shocked if they were not both on each of our must-do lists, Kat's must-do list and mine, for our 2 next trips to Walt Disney World. And they are new experiences at Disney Springs. So, Kat, if you would like to kick it off, I will pose you the question of, at Disney Springs, if you could go to and snack/dine at Gideon's Bakehouse or Everglazed Donuts and Cold Brew, which would you choose?
Well, I've never been to either. So I did my research on both today. And you know, I am a cookie baker. Cookies are my thing. I bake 60, 70 dozen every Christmas. I love cookies. So I have to go with Gideon's Bakehouse. Oh my, I don't know who's ever been there. It's fairly new, right? Within the last just few months, maybe? Yeah, last few months. Yeah. The cookies are like a half a pound each. It's a $6 cookie there, but it's a half pound cookie. That's like feeding my whole family. Look at that. Look at that cookie.
And so
you have to go to their menu descriptions because whoever their copywriter is incredible. They call that cookie, can you just pull it up again?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would love to.
I have to read you what they say about this. The Gideon's original chocolate chip is the foundation of who we are, the first child. This recipe took 15 years to perfect and is filled with history. It is packed inside and out with a variety of chocolates infused with differing vanillas and has a texture, this is going to get you guys, has a texture that might almost trick you into thinking you're eating cookie dough. Who eats cookie dough? Does anybody eat cookie dough? Yeah. My daughter eats cookie dough. When I read that, I'm like, oh, that's going to hit a nerve for a lot of people and may just win me this debate.
So I also believe, here's the other thing. When I try both places, I will let you all know if I'm going to jump ship and go #Team Cat on this one. These cookies look insane. It's almost like, how can you pick one or the other?
You know what the funny thing is here?
Tell me.
You know I'm a chocolate girl, right? You can take the cookie down now. Okay. They have a cookie that used to be available only 1 month of the year that now is available every day, at least at the Disney Springs location, and it's a coffee cake cookie. It is surrounded not like the chocolate, well, like the chocolate chips, but it's got the coffee cake, brown sugar, butter crumble around the whole thing. It looks outstanding. And you can get cold brew there. They've got a peanut butter cold brew coffee, which I think my husband, hearing that, if he's watching, he probably just passed out. He loves peanut butter, but coffee cake, I don't know if that's a Long Island thing or whatever, but having coffee cake on a Sunday, reading the paper, and oh my goodness, I can't wait to have it. I was talking with Brianna earlier today over Messenger, and she said she's bringing Tupperware. When she goes, she's like, I have no shame. I'm bringing Tupperware, and I'm bringing these things home.
That is so good. I am going to need to get like a large, I'm not even on Everglazed Donuts yet. I'm still with Gideon's right now. I am going to need like a gigantic box of, I don't even know which ones I'm going to get. I'm going to need to get like.
You're going to have to go like on your final day. Do you have any time? Like, so they're the freshest and you can bring them home. But anyway, let me talk a little bit more so then we can get over to the donut shop. So they've got the cutest thing. They've got hot cookie hour instead of like happy hour. They've got hot cookie hour at 7 p.m. every day. And the reason why they do this, they want you to eat their cookies cold. So you taste all the flavors because when a cookie is warm, there's one flavor that usually stands out. So you're not getting like the full experience. But because they don't want people microwaving their cookies, they will take out a batch 7 p.m. every day, hot out of the oven, and offer them warm. How cute is that? A hot cookie hour. I love that. I love this whole brand. I love the brand. I love the copywriting. I mean, it's just great. I cannot wait to taste them. They also sell cake slices, which is amazing. I talked about the cold brew, the peanut butter iced coffee. The last thing I will say about Gideon's Bakery. Now, I would never drink a soda and a cookie. That would just put me into like some kind of shock. But one of my vices is soda. I don't drink it very often, but I do love it. It's one of those things that, it's so hard to resist if I'm at a party and there's just like cans of cold Coke. But when I do buy it for myself, I try and buy like the healthiest version. And they have the Blue Sky cane sugar sodas, and they've got the black cherry flavor. That is like my favorite, and they sell them there. So like I said, I'm not drinking a soda and popping a cookie. That's just like way too much. You do that?
No, I have a question I had to butt in.
Sorry.
Have you ever had, we might have had it at the same together at Baseline, the black cherry soda?
I have not been to Baseline with you. No, I got a beer at Baseline. I didn't get soda at Baseline. So good.
Okay. If you do not drink at all, Baseline Tap House at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is not even remotely close to our debate, but I have to get it out. We haven't talked about this. I can't believe that I haven't even told you about this like obsession of mine. So Baseline Tap House, Grand Avenue area, Disney's Hollywood Studios, kind of across from the Muppets Courtyard as you can be turning the corner to go into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Baseline Tap House has the most incredible black cherry soda. If you don't drink alcohol whatsoever, Baseline has to be on your must-do list for the black cherry soda and their pretzel and other.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah. Like, why didn't you tell me? You were there before me. You could have given me the heads up. But anyway.
It gets better. One last thing. If you buy it once, you can keep going back. I don't know if they do it with COVID, but you can keep going back up and get more refills for free.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
So what kind of black cherry soda is it? Do you know the brand?
I don't know, but it's clear. I know that.
I love that.
I know. It's ridiculous. So anyway, I'll stop. I'll let you go back into Gideon's
Bakehouse. So, I mean, that was really it. Just knowing that I intend to spend a little bit more time than I usually do on my trips at Disney Springs. I'm, going solo, and we'll be hanging out with some girls. We're actually having dinner at Wine Bar George.
Ooh, I haven't been.
So I was thinking if, I just felt like having a soda while I'm down there, because vacation, all bets are off. I'm drinking soda on vacation. I don't even care. I'm not guilty. I don't feel guilty about it. But I could go there and feel a little less guilty having one of those healthy versions of soda. So
see, there you go.
Gideon's. Yes. Oh, fun fact that my buddy Danny told me about.
What could it be?
The Polite Pig used to serve the Gideon's cookie on their dessert menu. Yep. Do they still?
I don't think so. I think that they got rid of that once they
had their whole establishment down there.
Yeah, once the whole new store idea started to come to fruition.
All right, try and beat that, because
listen, that's a very tall task. I mean, the bar is set extremely high. And before I get into
thank you, Michelle. Michelle says Baseline Tap House is Blue Sky Black Cherry Soda.
Michelle is just too good. Little note from Marissa that I wanted to put up. This is a great point that both new places and also the M&M's, the new M&M store,
Mhm.
with, have you seen the personalized M&Ms you can get made there?
Yes.
Oh, I cannot wait. I hope
I've
that
had them made before. I've had personalized
Really?
M&Ms made before. Yeah.
Huh.
Long, like 100 years ago, when I was in the fashion industry, we had at Market a booth and we had customized M&Ms made.
That is so cool.
That's fun.
So yeah, I have to try to do that. The waits for the actual personalization of the M&Ms seems to be getting pretty long. Like I
Mhm.
recently heard a approximately 30-minute long virtual wait to get into the M&M store, but then like a 2-hour wait to do the personalization. So, but those three places do, as Marissa says, have a virtual queue. So at least you can do other things around Disney Springs, or if it's going to be 12 hours long for Gideon's, which is just a little much for me. And that could be one strike against Gideon's and in the favor of Everglazed. We'll have to see.
Well, I think you missed Chris Boyer's comment that we had better start getting in the virtual queue now for the departure.
That's a good one. I like that. And thank you, Michelle, for being on top of everything.
Yes, thanks, Michelle.
That is so great. All right, so I'm going to pull up a picture and I'm going to start talking donuts. So don't get me wrong, I cannot wait. I'll go over here. I cannot wait to try that peanut butter iced coffee over at Gideon's. I can't wait. But guys, it's not just donuts here. We are Everglazed Donuts and I'm saying we as if I work for the company. They do have, I'm going to read you some of their types of cold brew coffee. Hold on. They have your regular nitro cold brew, but this is the one that I want to get. This is the Reese's Nitro. So I'm kind of competing with your whole peanut butter cold brew. So it's a nitro cold brew with peanut butter and vanilla syrups, chocolate drizzle, crushed Reese's peanut butter cups, topped with a peanut butter explosion donut, which I believe is on this row, this one right here. So the bottom row, second one in from Cat. So the one that looks like it has little peanut butter chips and then the peanut butter cups on top, which looks insane. So tell me that is not like...
Fun fact about me, I love peanut butter on a sandwich, and that is it. I don't want it in mixed with my chocolate. I don't like Reese's. I don't like peanut butter sauce on ice cream. I like peanut butter on a sandwich. So you're not selling me on that one, but there are a couple others on that tray that.
Oh, so I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm going to go through the comments after I even pose the question later on tonight. I'm going to ask you guys to help me come up with a list of donuts that I should get when I get to go to Everglazed.
Just make it one donut, please.
But I have to try several. So here are the ones that I'm considering. And then you can take note of these names and you can then comment them down below. So there is a classic glazed, which you can see right there. You can probably pick out which one it is, which I have to get. There is also one of my favorite cereals, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, in the form of a donut. And if you know what my favorite snack in all of Walt Disney World is, school bread from Kringla over at Epcot's Norway Pavilion. Kat does not like it at all. Kat, do you see... Hold on. Do you see this donut?
The top one. The
what
top
does that
one.
one look like?
That custard blob right on top. Ugh.
So when I first saw a picture of that, I was like, does Everglazed have school bread? I literally, at a quick glance, thought that it was school bread. So you know Cinnamon Toast Crunch is high up on my list of contenders to get. Then there's a blueberry cake donut. I love blueberry. As if, I mean, I wouldn't love it. Who doesn't love blueberry? And plus, I love everything. There's a strawberry iced with sprinkles that I have to get just for the one reason alone being how obsessed I am with the Joffrey's pink strawberry frosted donut with sprinkles. So you have to compare and contrast. the two of those. That is a given.
Okay, so if you're going to go to this place, don't get a Joffrey's donut. Save yourself. Save yourself for these gourmet donuts.
But Joffrey's donuts are no joke. The Joffrey's I will, if Everglazed was to beat Joffrey's in a debate. I haven't even tried Everglazed. I will go down with the ship of Joffrey's. That's Joffrey's stuff.
Loyal customer.
So, once I'm like behind, I will not stop.
Do you see Craig's comment?
No. So I am a type 1 diabetic, which, as you can imagine, is not a great situation when all you want to do is eat this entire screen of donuts. So Craig just came in with a perfect comment at the right time. Okay, but there's also a Fruity Pebbles donut, which, I mean, how can you not get? Look at that one. It's over.
It's
Middle
so
one
cute.
is fat. They also have assorted donut holes, which can help maybe cut down on the calories, smaller size. But then those are all types of donuts that are under the new classics category.
Yeah.
Then we have the Funky Bunch. This is where stuff gets crazy because they have the peanut butter explosion donut here that we were talking about before. They have, oh wait, this is where the Cinnamon Toast Crunch one is. I got that wrong. The school bread looking donut. Then Oreo Supreme, which I'm very excited about. But they have a maple double bacon. And I've had a maple bacon donut before, and it was delicious. But these look even better than where I've had a maple bacon donut before. So I'm very excited. But if you can even believe it, I am even more excited than I am for that Reese's Nitro Cold Brew, and even more excited than I am for the donuts at Everglazed. This is what makes it so special.
Lay it on me.
I got to take this picture off the screen because now we're getting serious. I can get a burger on a donut. You get donut buns for your burger if you want, or you can get a regular bun, or grilled cheese sandwiches with a donut bun. Can you imagine how good that is?
I think my arteries just clogged hearing that. So over here at the state fair, the first time we went to the state fair here, they had Krispy Kreme burgers. So a burger sandwiched between Krispy Kreme. Now they fry everything here at the state fair. Twinkies, Oreos, everything. You can get anything fried. So we were getting all like your standard fare, and we literally, now this is way pre-COVID. This is like 10, 11 years ago. We got this Krispy Kreme burger and everybody had a bite and it was enough. One bite of a burger donut was plenty. So just a word of caution. But we are different people. That is for sure.
I will report back and let you all know my reviews on all of it. But I mean, this is like the exact type of stuff that's like out there that I would be looking for.
I'm loving the comments, I swear. Brianna says you've gone too far, Danny.
Wait, I need to scroll back up. Hold on.
You lost Chris. She's like, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Marissa on it. Thank you, Marissa. You are awesome. Let me see what else we thank you, Renee. This is Craig. We are on the night. That is too good. See, Audrey is partially with me with the maple donuts, but not so much the bacon. Dolores knows.
Oh, duck donuts.
That is where I had the maple bacon donut, and it was phenomenal. I mean, I loved it. But
I like maple and sausage. I don't know about maple and bacon.
I like maple and maple. I love maple flavor in anything. Okay, so hold on. There is, and Mary Catherine Flynn has a great point that, of course, I have to save room
There's
for.
always room in that stomach
There,
for anything.
there is never a way to be too full for school bread. It's just
My favorite thing that you and your family say when it comes to food is, I could pick. You could have had your whole Thanksgiving dinner. Somebody comes in with something that sounds good. I could pick. I love it.
It's like the typical question. You're in the parks. It's been a long, crazy day. You've eaten all day long, and someone will pose the question, "Are you hungry?" And you will never hear a no. It's always
Right?
I can pick.
I love it.
Kelly, thank you for reminding me. There is a Nutella donut. To be honest, you might find this a bit surprising. Nutella is not one of my favorite things. I do like it. I think it's great. But I don't know if I like it enough to overshoot some of the other ones. If I see in a person and it looks great, I'll probably get it too, because at that point, what's the difference? But that's just my 2 cents on. See, Helen knows it. See, there's always room to nosh. Michelle, I love this. Karen, Danny has a mom of 3 type 1 diabetics, so I'm concerned that you may make sure to take. Yes, so that is a great.
He always has his bag.
Sugar. Thank you, Karen. See, Adriana, I wish that I liked it even more than maybe I have to have it again. I haven't had it that recently, so maybe
Adriana, my daughter's the same. You think you just bought a fresh thing of Nutella and you look in, Hannah, what happened?
By the way, as if there wasn't enough food and donuts and craziness to gush over, they also have waffle fries. And to make matters even better, they have spicy waffle fries with a buffalo seasoning. So this place has everything that I am looking for. So in case you can't, and here's a great point as well from Debbie. Yes, I will have a few people with me.
Yeah.
Make it easier to order more, dice them up, and then if there's something you
pictures first.
Yes, pictures first, videos first, the whole thing, then dive in. But then if you become really obsessed with something, you can go back in and get a little pick of something else. So, you don't walk too far away. So you're right there in case you want to do a little extra. You never know. Right? Everyone is loving the thought of these spicy waffle fries. I have to get those.
It's buffalo seasoning?
Yes, it's buffalo seasoning.
Ooh. I'll tell you, this is the perfect debate for you. It really is. You are the donut guy.
I love donuts.
It was so funny when we were deciding, all right, so who's going to take what? I was like, really? A donut place? You think I'm going to take that?
And they do have a chicken sandwich. I mean, I forgot to mention that in all the craze, but
just start putting hashtag Team Danny in the comments, because that's what I'm doing. I vote for Danny. I have to check this place out.
Right? And it's such cool colors. They're vibrant. And I forgot to mention where it's even located. It is very far away from Gideon's over in near.
We're in the Landing, right by the big balloon.
Yeah, so I'm very far away from that. We're in the west side, in between the AMC theaters and Splitsville. So we're so
you're really down there.
Yeah, kind of like by the Orange garage.
Okay, so there's a Starbucks over there too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I have to get my bearings in my head. All right, so I think that that's everything that I have for Everglades. I mean, I think that we had a decent chunk of stuff.
Holy moly. Yeah. I really, so here's the thing about me. I'm not a huge donut person. I was when I was a kid, but as someone who's constantly watching her weight and, trying not to overdo it on things. For some reason, I feel like donuts are Satan's food. Like, you just don't eat a donut. You just don't eat a donut. You have a bite of a donut. For some reason, cookies seem a little less evil to me, but not on nearly half a pound cookies. I really would have to share everything with someone here. But you have totally sold me on Everglazed with all the different options. I'm not a huge sweets person, so I really, if they sold the Blue Sky soda to go with those waffle fries, that's it. I mean, there'd be no reason to be on this show talking about it because there's no debate. It would win 100%. Oh, we've got some cookie people anyway. All right.
Look at that.
I love it. So we are definitely going to Gideon's, and I say I'm torn. Do I get the chocolate chip cookie? Because no matter how many cookies I make, the classic chocolate chip is always my favorite. But that coffee cake cookie reminds me of like my grandfather. He would always bring a coffee cake, but my other grandparents would bring a dozen Dunkin' Donuts. Isn't that funny?
That's so great.
So yeah, you can count on me in March at least getting a couple of cookies. And I know we will see about 12.5 donuts next week.
I'm going to do cookies too.
Are you going there?
Yeah. Oh, I have to. I mean that.
Well, they also have, the cakes too, like red velvet. I thought I have the menu up here.
The cakes look unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. They've got cookies and cream cookie, peanut butter crunch, a triple chocolate chip, pistachio toffee chocolate chip cookie. They've got a red velvet cake slice, double frosted cake, the daily chocolate cake, the secret slice, which is a random
I love that
selection of the month. Then they've got these cookie bars. Oh, they also have like a soda shop. So you can get like milkshake. Is that what that is? No, actually it's just 100% whole milk. You can get whole milk and then the sodas. I think it would have been cute if they had like a little milkshake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guess what else Everglazed has?
Oh, here we go. Like you need help. What?
Strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk.
I love strawberry milk, and I haven't had it in, I don't know, 15, 20 years, like since I was
like
literally
the Nesquik strawberry stuff.
Yes.
I love it. I would always be the chocolate Nesquik person.
I mean, I like both, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not a big strawberry person.
All right, so since we are running very late on time, in case you guys didn't vote yet, although I think most of you probably did, quick reminder, hashtag Team Danny if you'd want to come with me to Everglazed Donuts and Cold Brew, or
hashtag Team Cat if you want some cool cookies over at Gideon's Bakehouse. But you got to let me know now so I can put us in the virtual queue for next month. Kelly's got a good point. She says, I really want to try both, but I don't know if I can commit to that kind of time at Disney Springs. If you have to get on that virtual queue, unless you're going to start your day there and get there real early. You probably, I wouldn't go on the weekend, Kel, that's for sure. If you're visiting during the week, I would try and hit it during the week. So at least you're not getting that too much local traffic.
Yeah. Okay, so it is time to do some quick giveaways, and then we have some other stuff that we gotta talk about. So I will quickly get to this one. I won't make you guys guess what it is. We'll just get right down to business. So we have Frozen magnets, one with Anna, one with Olaf in a set together. So if you guys want to win these, give us a snowflake emoji for Frozen. How about that?
Love that. Those are so cool. I love those current mood things.
I know. They're awesome.
Somebody mentioned Yoo-Hoo. Oh my goodness. I used to love Yoo-Hoo.
Me too.
All right. You want me to do my prize now?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so this is another prize sponsored by our travel partners at Destinations to Travel. And I gave a set of these away last week when Danny made his big announcement. So we have one more, and it's these I'll Be Your Minnie and I'll Be Your Mickey pins. I don't know if you can see. There we go. How cute. Perfect for Valentine's Day.
Those are great.
I know sometimes we don't pick prize winners that fast, but we're going to do it this time because these are time is of the essence to get these to the winners.
Yep,
So
Valentine's Day coming up.
I'm going to make Danny do it right after we sign off. We will get those prize winners chosen. So if you want to win that pin set, just put a heart emoji. Red heart. Red heart.
That works for me. Ooh, my lights just flickered. Did you guys see that?
Yes, I did.
What is that all about?
I don't know.
So let's get the show continuing on the road.
I can't believe we've been talking so long.
I know.
We used to have 2 debates. Apparently, we've become very chatty.
All right. So we are going to be talking about Disney romantic movie songs. So, Kat, if you were walking into the Magic Kingdom and you could hear playing as you are walking down Main Street, USA, you could on Valentine's Day. I had to add that in, so it all makes
Arm in arm with Craig.
Yep, arm in arm with Craig. Craig would be carrying my IV of insulin. Would you rather hear A Whole New World or from Aladdin or I See the Light from Tangled?
A Whole New World.
A Whole New World or Bella Notte from Lady and the Tramp?
Oh, Bella Notte.
Bella Notte or Beauty and the Beast?
Bella Notte.
Huh. I am surprised. Bella Notte or So This Is Love from Cinderella?
Bella Notte.
Bella Notte or Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Oh. Am I walking into the Magic Kingdom at night or in the day? I guess it doesn't matter. They're both nighttime songs, right?
Yep, that's right.
Still Bella Notte. I think that's just
Wow. Huh. For the win. And that was like the last one that I decided to throw in. I'm glad that I did.
I love it. It's such a cute, and I always think of Lady and the Tramp and that cute little scene where they have the spaghetti. That's so cute.
I love it.
Gives me all the feels. But
all right.
Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Okay, so this is also Valentine's themed. So you need to decide what you would rather do with your sweetheart, Kara, among a few different things that you can do at Walt Disney World. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather watch the sunrise or sunset on the beach at the beach club?
I would say just because I think the sunset in the Epcot Resort area are the best views on property, I would say sunset.
Okay. Okay, sunset at Beach Club or ride in an amphicar down at Disney Springs?
All right, I have to stick with sunset at the Beach Club.
Okay, sunset at the Beach Club or a nice romantic dinner for 2 at Jico?
Oh, Jico. I love Jico.
A romantic dinner at Jico or rent a boat?
Ooh. I'm going to go with the boat.
Okay.
Sure.
We have one more. One more. Rent a boat or just take a kissy selfie in front of Cinderella's castle?
I'm going to stick with the boat because when we recently went upstate and drove a boat, Kara mostly drove the boat more than I did. We had such a fun time. So I just think that like doing a Valentine's night little like private cruise would be so like we can do, you know, the kissy selfies in front of the castle.
Yeah, you can do it on the boat.
Right. Exactly. There we go. So I'm going to go boat for the win. Finally.
I totally agree with you. Craig and I rented a boat once from the Poly, and we just spent the afternoon just driving around, and it was so nice. So nice. I just wish they allowed you to do it at night on your own, but, you know, safety and all that.
That was awesome. Oh, so now, boom, now you guys are on the spot with one would you rather question. And that one is, again, Valentine's Day themed. The question is, would you rather spend Valentine's Day at night, so your romantic Valentine's Day night, where you can pick to go anywhere in Disney Springs or anywhere at a deluxe resort hotel? So if you could have to pick up a litter of places to go in either, are you choosing Disney Springs or deluxe resorts?
What would you choose? I know what I would choose.
I would probably go. I don't know. There's so many places in Disney Springs that I'm liking more and more every time that I go, but I'd probably stick with, given that like more restaurants at deluxe resorts would be open, I would go deluxe resorts.
Yeah, I would do that. I would very specifically go to the California Grill. And then hopefully by the time I spend Valentine's Day at Disney again, the fireworks would be back. It's just such a beautiful place up there, and the views are amazing. We went there, just Craig and I, for my 40th birthday, and we had window seat. It was in the evening. We saw the fireworks. It was just magical. So I would love to do that again.
Oh, that sounds so nice. All right. So now it is time for our final segment of the night. I'm getting my little notebook here.
A lot of people are choosing the deluxe resorts, and I agree with you. The deluxe resorts are just so beautiful. And when it's Valentine's Day, and you're with a sweetheart, partner, whatever, it's just more intimate. You can find quiet spots and little paths and, walk around, and there's always ambiance and, background music. It's really romantic at those resorts.
It's so great.
Disney Springs, people can be bumping into you, and well, not these days. You got to stay 6 feet apart. So it might be the perfect Valentine's Day to spend in Disney Springs.
That is a good point. All right. So as Dolores can tell, it is time for our Dust and Dist segment. If you haven't seen it before, this is where Kat keeps the dust list. It's where she'll write down the most incredible, magical experiences that can happen at Walt Disney World that she has experienced. And dust, the name of her list, as in pixie dust, great things. I have the complete opposite of that. I log it in this regular old autograph book. And I keep a log of things that don't live up to the Disney magic, aren't perfect, and things that we honestly say could be better, just so you all know that even though it's reality. So, Kat, would you like to kick it off with your dust entry?
I would, and I'll tell you, I'm running low on the dust entries. I haven't been since October. So I do have a couple still in the hopper. So this is one of them. So here's a little tip for you. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. But in the Magic Kingdom, they actually have a seal that you can put on a postcard or a letter. Now, pre-COVID, it used to be available at the little newsstand outside the train station when you're going into the Magic Kingdom on the left side in that shop. And they would just give it to you and you could stamp your postcards. Well, this was in August, that shop is closed. I think it's still closed right now. And I had a selection of my Facebook group members who I was sending postcards to from the Magic Kingdom. I wanted to get them stamped for them and everything. So I went into City Hall down there and I asked one cast member. They didn't know what I was talking about. She's like, well, maybe somebody inside does. So I asked this other cast member, his name was Brick. He had no idea what I was talking about, but instead of just saying, I'm sorry, I can't help you, he went on a hunt to find this stamper for me. And we engaged in this conversation. I told him about the Disney group and that I was just spreading magic to people who can't be here now. He was all over it, just so enamored with the story and was so happy to find me the stamper. And he just sat there while I stamped. I think it was 25 or 30 postcards. So
amazing.
I had a completely opposite experience and I would like to put that person on the dust one time,
Ooh.
the same trip. So, it just made my experience with Brick amplified and dust worthy. So I'm going to put him in here.
I love it.
So did anybody know that you could do that? You can go to Town Hall or City Hall in Town Square there. And I wish I had a picture of it, or one of them here. I should have kept one for myself. I do have a picture of it. But it's just this round Magic Kingdom seal that you can put. It's like a unofficial postmark.
Hey, Kat, check out this comment.
Oh, he may have been. I mean, that's not a real popular name, Penny. I have a picture of him. I will post it in our Facebook group, our Facebook page here, and you can tell me if it's the same person. He was so sweet.
I love that. And Kat, check that. I mean, I keep interrupting you while you're trying to write, but there's so much great stuff.
Oh, I love that, Tony. I love that.
That's amazing.
All right, there it is. Brick is official.
There it is.
Good job, Brick.
Good. All right. So is it time for Fear the Click? I think it is. We have some comments. Randy is asking if I have a new pen to click for this year. I currently do not. I still have this one, which I've only used two. One that was like the old school black and mostly like royal blue pen. Then I switched to this one when that one ran out. But maybe I'll switch it up. Who knows? Might happen. All right. So just in case, I decided last minute to not use the person's name, who is a cast member at the Yak and Yeti restaurant in the Animal Kingdom. This is now the actual table service restaurant, not just the Yak and Yeti quick service location. So Kara and I, we were there. I think this was our last trip. So this was
December.
Yeah, December. It was like very early December. So we decided to just walk into the Yak and Yeti restaurant and just ask the cast member at the front desk if there was any way that they could have a table for two. And if not, we went to the quick service one, literally just asking, do you have a table for two now? Because if not, we'll just walk 2 seconds and go to the quick service. But we're like, worth the shot, can't hurt. And we asked the question, and this cast member, he gave us a kind of a snippy reaction, which was snippy response, which was, you have to check the app. I can't make reservations here. You have to do it through the app. So I said, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I was just, just wondering. It's not a big deal. If we can't, then it's like, no, check the app. Very snippy. So I'm like, is he forgetting that he works at Walt Disney World? I'm pretty sure that's not how you respond to a simple question like that.
But wait a minute. You had to make a reservation? I mean, restaurants take walk-ins.
Right. That's what I was also confused about. And like, if that is the rule, fine. I didn't even challenge him on that. I was like, okay, no problem. And he was like, you'll have to pull to the side if you want to look for a reservation. I'd be like, there's no one standing behind you trying to get in. It's not like, but if it's a COVID rule, fine. That's why I moved to the side. I looked it up. And then I went to let him know that there were no reservations and we were about to leave. And he was like, reading me the riot act of like how the reservation system works and saying, you need to be able to plan this in advance. You can't just show up here last minute. I don't have a table right now. And I'm like, and I was being like extremely nice and polite, like no big deal. I love the Korean fried chicken sandwich over at the quick service. I will be perfectly happy with that. But there was something that happened that must have set him off beforehand, which is annoying and upsetting because you guys know, am so high on that restaurant. And not that it changes anything that I think about the restaurant at all. It was just one random cast member that seemed to have an attitude. But I almost said his name. Named cast member at the Yak and Yeti restaurant. Do you know what happens when you even you even entertain the thought of tainting a restaurant at Walt Disney World that I love so much and give me, primarily me, because Kara wasn't really the one conversing with it, it was mostly me, giving me an attitude when I ask you a simple, there are a lot of pages filled out, a honest and polite question that wasn't even like an urgent necessity type thing. Unnamed Yak and Yeti cast member, guess what? You're on the disc.
You know what? I don't think that that is an isolated incident. And I think that cast members get annoyed with having to reiterate the rules. But these are new rules that change all the time. And, you know, regardless, you work at Walt Disney World. You need to act like you have patience.
Exactly.
It's part of the job. I almost said his name too.
So, yeah, because that is just ridiculous. So, it's official in the books. And those type of things get me going. But now that it's been official, the ink has hit the paper. Now I feel 10 times better.
See, you just got to get it out. It's like writing an email to somebody that you really want to lay into. You write it and then you delete it, but it was there. It's there. It's out there. It's off your chest. It's off your head. Sometimes you just got to do it. But I'll be looking for him. I'm going to walk in and say, you have a table for two? You watch me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to video it. See what he does.
Oh. And like, side quick story. I have been like more annoying when I like one time walked into Mama Melrose. This is pre-COVID. And it was almost before park closing and I was starving. And I walked in and luckily the cast member there had like a great sense of humor and I could tell right away because I was like, what if I just walk up and like, what if I can try to schmooze and talk to whoever's working and say, can I get something to go? I'm like, let me just try it and see what happens. She thought it was so funny. And I was like, listen, I know that I'm going to be annoying. I'm so sorry. Like she had a sense of humor, thought that it was funny. And like, you know, if she didn't have a sense of humor, she could say, this guy's annoying,
right.
You know, anything like, forget him. But like, you're working at Walt Disney World. You're supposed to be in a good mood and happy and helpful. And
or fake it. You're a cast member. Yeah. It's part of the show.
Yeah, that guy was not any of those things.
Well, I'm sorry that you had that experience. I had a similar one. I think maybe next time we'll do a little role reversal because I think you're going to come back with a lot of dust experiences. So let me share. Let me do a click next time.
Oh,
let me do a click.
So good. You will love it.
Sounds good.
All right. So I think that's everything that we have planned for tonight. We went
you see what Meredith is saying?
No, let me see.
Plus, if you have a Landry's card, you get priority seating and don't need an ADR. He didn't even ask you. Now I'm really tempted to say his name.
Oh, Meredith.
Thank you, Meredith. I love
it. Thank you indeed. That is, wow.
Didn't even think about that.
And Chris also doubles down on this.
Yep.
But like, I still want to look into whether or not that like isn't, because I didn't hear of that being a rule. Like they don't take reservations. That they don't
accept walk-ups. I don't know if that's a new thing either. I feel like you can, but who knows? Maybe because they can only have a certain amount of people. But if the restaurant is empty, you're going to tell me you can't just sit me there and make a note that you've got two people in the restaurant? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm all for following the rules, but don't be a jerk about it.
Exactly. So that got me going.
Yeah. All right, let's let these people go.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will let you know when the next show is because with my upcoming trip and then Kat has some other fun stuff in the works that's going to be happening live that we'll tell you about soon. So we'll let you know when the next show is. We're going to announce the prize winners ASAP. And until next time, I'm Danny McBride.
I am Kat Wolf. Have a super magnifantastical couple of weeks.
And we'll see you real soon.
We'll see you real soon. Good night, everyone. Thanks so much. #Team Danny.